Hello anybody and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Legacy. I'm Mr. Devious or just Deeb, and in the last episode we explored some of the Maya New Game Plus and died a bunch. And in today's episode hopefully we are going to rectify that. Rectify. The word is rectify, but I can't stop saying rectify. We're gonna be Sir Jacoby III, the Lich, who has dyslexia, which we have not seen, and muscle weakness, so they won't be able to knock back enemies. This could be really bad, but we haven't seen dyslexia yet, so I want to show it off. You know? Now while we're here, it would do to increase our magic damage, as well as our armor. So we'll get a nice stat increase that way. And as you can see, the next armor is going to be available soon. It does provide less protection than before, but it does really increase the critical chances so that you're basically always doing critical damage. The Slayer outfit, the Slayer armor, in case it wasn't clear enough, is really good. Also, were you not reading that when it said, like, the stuff they said? I guess I shouldn't have rushed through what Sharon was saying, but you can go back and pause the video to see what exactly was being said there. Oh, that didn't look right. Huh. What happens if we read the diary entries? Journal entry Tesorin, assassin wounded. Okay, I'm done here. That's what dyslexia. Oh, to fail that. Well, some words are just gonna be randomized back into what they actually are. So that's what dyslexia does. And that's not all it does. But we'll see if it does the other thing it might do. So, we're going to be taking advantage of Crowstorm a lot on this life. Because ideally, we're going to be getting back a lot of mana with our kills, and we'll be able to take advantage of that to basically earn back a lot of HP that way. It's gonna be weird getting used to the fact that we don't knock enemies back though, so that might be a little bit, you know, bad. We'll send out our boards. Bird Army is the best at clearing out enemies. I love them. And again, the Crowstorm is mainly useful in big rooms. Big rooms with a lot of enemies, because you get one crow spawned per enemy on the screen, which could make it potentially very good against Herodotus. Now there's an enemy over there we've only seen like one or two of. Holy crap, we're not gonna go over there. Unless we send some crows. Yeah, the thing throwing all the bones over there, that's McRib. That's the McRib. I don't trust it. Oh boy. It's dead though, and so's this guy, and so's this guy, because our crows weakened them enough to be cleared out quite easily. But we are running low on mana again, so we are gonna have to take care of that. We could transfer it over with our HP, but we don't have enough HP yet where I would feel comfortable doing that. And we found Kidder's Boss Door. Good old Kidder's Boss Door, reliable Kidder's Boss Door. I can always rely on you to be here. And that's gonna, again, take getting used to that enemies aren't per tube. So yeah, we spent our health and turned it into mana so that we could spend it on more crows to decimate the field. And we got more magic back, very nice, so we can kind of keep doing what we're doing. Now the question is the game gonna do the thing? Is it gonna do the thing? It didn't do the thing with the bottom. Also, yeah, you read that right on the bottom, so... Yeah, basically when you're a dyslexic... Well, it could still happen, so again, I'm not gonna spoil it. And you're probably wondering, Mr. Devious, I haven't played this game, would you just tell me what dyslexia can do? And you probably already guessed by the circumstances in which I used it and kind of the context in which they embrace dyslexia in this game through the text. But you'll see, you'll see. I know I'm really bad at, like, keeping secrets and being like, ooh, what's gonna happen? But that's always been kind of a truth of Mr. Devious or just Deeb. Is that he always is just terrible about, you know, being not honest, but about building up secret things and being like, what's gonna happen? Or so I have been told. Now this room wasn't that bad, but this one dude is like really nasty. Also, the really cool thing about Retribution that I didn't mention before is it can destroy the spike balls when they hit you. So that's like one of their most useful applications. And if the spike ball is weak enough, you can actually heal that way. So, okay, that thing wasn't weak enough. Don't hit enemies like that. That was reckless. But you know what I'm saying. Maybe the spike balls from the chain Tor enemies, the big dudes with the spike ball on the chain. And Calypso's Compass. I am a fan. In a perfect world, this will lead us into the Maya, but God knows we don't live in a perfect world. And we still only have one double jump. That won't be the case forever, though. Whoa, okay, this is a reach me in 5 seconds fairy chest, and we made it. You only need one dash to make it to these chests, usually, but sometimes these rooms are just chock-load of enemies, and it's much more difficult. We were fortunate, though. There's no denying that. Okay, so let's see if our birds will do their job. They did. Not many enemies in here to actually worry about. Okay. And there's just money. Take no damage for this fairy chest. We can do that. We just need to use our army of birds. And not get hit by eyeball goo. I mean, we did in the end, but you know, we'll just live with it. Live and let die. These spike balls will hurt us though, so okay. Now is it doing the thing? I can't tell if it's doing the thing. It's not doing the thing. Okay, so basically sometimes when you have dyslexia, the areas of the castle can get mixed up. So like the Maya can be on the bottom, and the dungeon can be on the right, and the forest can be on top, and really weird, silly stuff like that, and it's pretty great. Also, this was a bad idea to attack a mimic when I, in fact, knew that we can't knock them back. We do not have the power to knock back enemies, and that's really important with mimics. I did not account for this. There's a lot of portraits in here. This room is really dangerous. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hide, and we're gonna send our bird army to do the work for us. Okay. I think bird army is done. Well, didn't even kill all of them. Bird army, come on. And I think that just is a result of the birds can only spawn so many on a screen, so you don't actually get that many enemies per use or per... You get a maximum of like 6 or however many were on screen. Even so, still really useful spell just for clearing all the enemies out. This is a good Lich run so far. Why did I announce that? Because now they're all going to die. Thankfully, I'm not too worried about these skeletons down here. If anything, they're free HP, so it really pays off. What's down here is more pain. And this is how you use Crowstorm. Granted, I'm almost out of mana, so that's a little worrying, but it's not too worrying. Also, I've been ignoring following the compass a little bit, and I shouldn't have been doing that. This Worgen just didn't have a chance. Look at all of our HP now, it's great. It's really nice. Over here is just a couple of chain Tors, and I mean, we can send these dudes after them, because there are apparently enough enemies in here to be problematic. And enough enemies up there that it's rain and money. How fantastic. Okay, so these are the enemies that, since they came from the chain Tors, they don't do much damage, and we get more max HP off of letting them hit us, so that's funny. And this room is kind of rough. There's a lot of dudes in it. Unfortunately, we're kind of in a bit of a pinch now. We're gonna have to clear out the rest of these enemies by our own skill. Got a Slayer Helm, very nice. More of the remaining armor sets in the game. We're probably gonna get all the armor sets by the time we beat the game, and that's something really cool. Is that gonna be even more armor sets? Look out for these spike balls. No, it's just gonna be a buttload of money. Dang, just a buttload of money. Dang. Okay, I'm not gonna be too facetious. And we have the advantage against this stupid Mimikant because what's it gonna do? I guess that Mimikant hit me. Shut up, Mr. Devious. Sometimes you just need to shut up, Mr. Devious. And quit when you're ahead. I think we got a little too trigger happy with the Crow Storm though, because we basically ran out of mana. And yes, I did cut my HP because it was high enough to justify cutting it, damn it. Because look at how much mana we have now. This is like the kind of life you strive for as a, whatchamacallit, a goddamn Lich. Enemies going down in one hit. HP being decently high. Lots of mana. But again, I do recognize that because the Lich takes so much time to build up with their stats and killing things, and how quickly you can just screw it by pressing the wrong button and draining all of your HP into mana, yeah, it's really difficult to justify all the work you have to put into it when you can just as quickly get a class that's just more reliably better. Not more reliably better, just more they start off like good. The Lich, you always gotta start out pretty crappy. Unless you get like Lich Storm, or not Lich Storm. Holy crap, there's a lot of enemies in here. My point being, there are concessions you have to make when you play as a Lich that you don't have to make with other classes. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. In the meantime, that's a... Oh! Well, bye. Just gonna say bye to that guy. Whoa! Okay, can we take care of these guys? The answer is maybe. But our odds aren't great. Especially with the way they're throwing bones. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna bail before they kill me. I know I should have done that a lot sooner, but so it goes. And now look at our tiny HP and our gigantic mana bar. Are there enemies in here that we haven't cleared out yet? Yeah, there's a lot of enemies in here. All things considered, 29 MP is not a lot. It's not a lot to sacrifice to go through these rooms. And there's a lot of them in here, too. I don't know how many are left, but I can't imagine there's too many. We still need to find the end of this compass, too. I've been forgetting about it. And I have been saying I want to get all the armor sets in the game, or at least find all of their... You know... Find them all. But... You know, it's easy to get sidetracked. More easy than it should be. The question is, where is the compass taking us? I hope not down into the forest is where it wants us to go, because I don't want to go down there. Because it does look like it should be up in the Maya. And I hope it is. And hopefully I don't slam into something recklessly, even though that's kind of my go-to. So let's teleport back over here. Is there anything in here we can kill quickly? Yeah, sure. absorb some lives while we're here. Get a little more HP. Suck out a little more souls. Yeah, that's the ticket. The nice thing about with our giant max MP now is that whenever we get like a mana potion, it fills up really, really fast, so that's gonna be really nice. Did I not break these? I guess I didn't. Well, it's just as well. Okay, so, oh boy, there's a lot of dudes in here. Okay. Stressful. But we survived. Panicking is always the way to survive. Are there more enemies in here? Because it doesn't look like there are. Is it really just a bunch of guard boxes? Oh, and one of these idiots. Granted, these idiots can make your life hell if they knock you up into something, but we don't have that concern. And so we're just gonna keep on healing. We're just gonna keep healing up. Smashing. Worgen with a treasure chest at the end. How beautiful. But we could just bait him into jumping into the spikes. Him too. Well, that was the easiest encounter with Worgens I think I've ever had. Excuse me. All in all, though, this is the most successful Lich life I've had by far. And now I want to go up here and clear out this room up there that we haven't done yet, even though it's not in the direction of the compass, but it's bugging me. And it's probably just a little room with, you know, a couple of... I mean, it could have also been one of those spike balls that would slam into our face and hurt us, but you know. About 4 enemies in here, not bad. We'll just send our birds out a couple times. Not a big concern, and we got an icicle up our butt. Not nice. It's working out, though, in terms of, like, our HP and all that. That much is still going fairly strong. We got a couple of giant mages in there. Yeah, I'm not getting that. Yeah, these dudes, yeah, I'm not dealing with them. They're gonna kill us. It would take too long to kill them, and I'd have to dodge too much crap while mashing buttons, and it would just be too much to look at and to keep track of and everything. Maybe this will teleport us in the right direction. Or maybe it'll just drop us off in the middle of hell. Yeah, I know it wasn't the smartest idea to go in there, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta say, screw it, and take your chances, and see what your life will get for you. What's life without a little adventure, without a little going crazy, a little enjoying yourself, a little bit of everything? Would you turn around, sir? Oh boy, this is something. Now, how are we gonna get back to the Maya? It looks like we should have a pretty easy actually, it looks like we have to be here if we want to get that treasure. So, we want the treasure. And this path should... Wait a minute, this isn't right at all. Well, we're just gonna let our birds do the work. Crowstorm, I love you. You're a great spell. And you're kind of the only thing that makes the Lich really, really good. Like, you're the best thing the Lich has. Let's not mince words here. I love Liches, but... Also, this means we're done the Maya, technically speaking. But... we're not gonna fight the boss yet, because we have treasure to find. And the treasure is going to be in here. And I know there's a horse in here because I saw it running along. And here's the treasure room is in the moon. Well, that's awfully Kirby as hell. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I appreciate the game made us invincible for that. Considering that would have been really annoying if that killed us. We got back a lot of mana, though. Now I'm gonna just go through the forest a little bit and try to find Alexander's boss door, and then use that to teleport to, not Kidder's, but somebody else. Not Kidder. Who else? Who am I talking about here? Ponce de Leon's boss door. I'm going to use Alexander's boss door to teleport to Ponce de Leon. Also, this is another room where the tier 1 enemies don't get upgraded. And I think we saw this before, so yeah. I think the tier 1 enemies in rooms like this are their own little special group that aren't affected by the empowering of New Game Plus. So yeah, that's my theory. Okay, I just had to pause because I just have an itch. And I see how much crap is in this room, so I'm out of here. And jumping back in with crows. Have fun, idiots. The crows aren't the idiots, the enemies are. Oh, I love my crows. I love my crows. They're great dudes. They get the job done. And for that, you gotta love them. And hey, you may as well just let these spike balls land in your face just for the extra HP you're getting. I know we are taking a net loss here, but our max HP is going up slightly, and that'll count for something, because we are going to be finding the boss door, which will give us a piece of meat, or just find a piece of meat right there. You see? The gambling works out sometimes. Now I just hope that we'll be able to fight, Ponce de Leon without getting in over our heads. Now here's the thing about bluebies and the bluebie enemies. It will only spawn birds for however many are on the field. You're not going to get extra birds, even though it will technically split into more enemies. That guy needs to close the door to get some privacy, dude. And still looking for that boss door. Where, oh, where could it be? But man, look at our HP, look at our mana, look at how high our stats are. Doing pretty good. Not gonna lie. I'm really proud of this Lich. Sir Jacoby III, even though he has kind of a silly name. Lots of spike dudes down there, but, you know, our crows can handle it just fine. Ouch. And we killed all the enemies because I tried to spawn more crows and it just didn't work. So let's gather up our spoils. Look at our money. This is a lot of money to get in one life. Now we don't... Or I could just walk into that guy and take damage. I think our HP is actually maxed out now. No, it's not. I thought it was, but it was not. Okay, don't get sloppy just because you're doing really well, Mr. Devious. This is how you get killed all the time. This is how you always get yourself moited. And we're not going to get ourselves moited because this is the time to shine. Get back some more mana, kill some more enemies, kill some more noobs. And we need to defeat all enemies, which just means this one skeleton. 58 mana for a chest open. I think that's worth it, considering the prize we got. And here we go! Alexander's boss door. And that means that it is time, my friends. Once we break all this stuff, it is time to teleport back and challenge Ponce de Leon. This castle's weird. Okay, it is time. Let's go in and have our rematch against the man, the legend, Ponce de Leon. Ponce de Leon is a pretty common figure in, like, stories about the Fountain of Youth, so I don't really have to say much about him. Like, if you've heard of Ponce de Leon, you probably already know about him. Now, one thing you can do is with the Retribution, if you get hit by the spike balls, it actually just clears them off the map. Why did... Oh, also we've maxed out our MP conversion, so we can't convert any more HP into MP. So while we're here, we may as well use our crows until we're out of crows. Because, you know, we're not going to be using our magic for anything else. Better to use all of our magic than to die not using magic. Right? Right. So let's do this. And have a pretty simple time dodging all this stuff because our Lich isn't giant. We killed this guy as a giant, I'm pretty sure the first time, but now we're not a giant, and now we're out of MP, so... And we can't convert any more HP, but that's fine. That's just totally fine, because we can still do this. We can still kill this bastard. Ponce de Freon, I don't think you were ready for this. Would you stop dashing at me and actually get over here so I can actually get some hits in on you? Man, our sword does not do a lot of damage against this guy without critical hits. Not that it really matters too much, though, because he is done. Sir Jacoby III, you are the man. It looks like Ponce de Freon is burned out. Cough, cough, cough. For our efforts, strength, magic damage, and all that increased, we teleport back into the castle and knock that off our list. But we're not done in the Maya yet, because as you may have guessed, it's time for Ponce de Freon, Sir Dovahkiin. It is time for our rematch against this guy. Now, Sir Dovahkiin is going to be very important in how you use him. Because he's a barbarian king, he does get a shout, which means his ability is just, you know, you need to shout away the fireballs. However, you only get 4. You only have 60 mana, and each shout costs 15, so you only get 4 opportunities to clear the map before it's just, you know, before you're out of mana and you're... Well, actually, it costs 20, so you only get 3 screen clears before, you know, you just lose the opportunity. Are you flexible? No, but you are OCD. And you have dementia. I wonder if that has something to do with Sir Dovahkiin, the fact that you are a Skyrim reference. Well, OCD and dementia, see things that aren't there. I'm sure it's a reference somehow. All in all, though, for our first life, this isn't going bad. I don't think we're gonna survive, mind, because I think it's only one more hit until we're dead. But I'm pretty proud of how much damage we've been able to do in the meantime, and just, you know, how much we've been able to strike off of him. Granted, I know that's only technically been about half of his life bar before, you know, anything else. Just not a ton of HP off of him, but enough to feel good. I don't expect this to last much longer, though, because he is closing in on our ass, and he is not very nice. Come on, Ponce de Freon. Be nice. Maybe these fireballs do dissipate. They do disappear. They just take longer to dissipate than the normal fireballs. Okay. Now I understand. Man, it's going to be really annoying when we die here because I was going to say I don't make any illusions about winning here, and I died, so I didn't get my hopes up, so nothing to lose. Now, because this fight is pretty long and tedious, I think this is going to be my last attempt before I actually start cutting, because otherwise this fight in particular can get long. And I don't want to subject you to that. Okay, though. You do have several jumps to work with, though, so don't be afraid to just, you know, spend more time in the air. Even though it feels like you'll have to fall. Eventually you will have to fall, but it won't be as soon as you think, necessarily. Okay, this is going well, though, again. Fairly well. Until we walk right into a fireball, that is. We'll clear out the fireballs, because we are doing pretty well. We've got them down to about, you know, 2/3, maybe? Something like that. Would you stop dashing after me? That would be really appreciated, man. Okay, and he's keeping up close. He's pursuing pretty quickly. The plus side is that when he dashes, he doesn't leave as many fireballs behind, and it also costs him time to do it, and that's time that takes away from, like, actually spawning more fireballs, and just... I don't know if his fireballs are actually on a counter limit, or if they're on a time limit, if you know what I'm saying. Let's clear the field a little bit, again. Also, we get to listen to this music more, and it's my favorite track in the game, as I've said numerous times, so I'm pleased as punch about that. And we took a hit. Not great. We'll clear out the fireballs again, but, you know. Didn't put ourselves in the best position up here, though. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Okay. Everything is fine. It's okay. I'm okay. Dash away if you have to. That does give you the extra speed you need to out-pursue him if he does get close with his body. And he's going to, like, slam into you. That's a good saving grace. That's a good way to save grace. He does like to kind of... His chase cycle, his lazy chase cycle does make it so he'll often go outside the borders of the map and can't hit him. But that's okay. That's okay. And everything is fine. Ponce de Freon is dead on the second life. Very nice, I am super pleased with myself. And for our efforts, we got another piece of the medallion. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was me clapping. And for the last time, Ponce de Leon's boss door has been closed. So where do we go from here? Well, I think you know where we gotta go from here. We gotta go down to the dungeons. However, we're pretty much out of mana, and our HP isn't gonna be too great going down, so I don't expect this life to last a whole lot longer. You know? Just a feeling. I do like that we killed Ponce de Leon in this episode, though, because we're keeping pretty closely to our system of how many lives per episode, not lives per episode, but how many episodes per boss kill, and that was 2 per boss kill, and I'm pretty proud of that. And we're already getting to show off more of the underground again. I mean, we've already seen the underground in the Land of Darkness, but we're actually going to get to see more of it again. And you know, that gets out some practice out of the way, so it'll make it easier when we come back down here again to fight Herodotus and Astrodotus. In fact, who knows? Maybe in the next episode we'll take care of Herodotus. Or maybe we'll do like we did before, like when we killed Ponce de Leon the first time, and fight him in this episode as well, before getting our asses handed to us. Or will we? This is what... This is the room that birds have been made for. And we can't do anything more about our HP and all that. We need a higher level to keep doing it, whatever that means. I don't know if it's actually a limit on the number or a specific stat you have to increase, but anyway. Attack increased. Wonderful. Fantastic, even. Clown! Hi, Tree. Let's see how good you are at your slicks. You only get 1 Zot, but it's free of trag. If you succeed, I'll give you and you get 5 axes to destroy. Okay, I'm done. Okay, so we got the axe thing again. No problem. Not a problem at all. You think I'm worried? I ain't worried. Is that enough? Yes! So we're gonna get his stash, which is a blueprint for the dark chest plate. Yes, another piece of the dark armor set. With all of our money, we could upgrade all of our equipment and get the dark set really quickly too. Makes you think, huh? This Lich has redeemed all of the Liches in his own way. But I don't think he's gonna last much longer in this room. Unless he somehow pulls this out, and I think he just did. My god. This Lich. He's too strong. He's too powerful. Also, his HP is maxed out. Slayer braces. More Slayer equipment, more armor in general, more money, more everything. More health. This is crazy. This might be a long episode. It could end very shortly, but it could also keep going. Okay. Time out. Taking damage again. Because my eyes are glazing a little bit, and I'm just not taking it seriously, and I need to take it seriously. I'm not gonna let myself die just because I want the episode to end. Gotta keep trying. It would be disingenuous to let myself get killed at this point. That being said, we're not in the best situation right now. HP is low. MP is low and can't really do much about that in particular. So we can't just nuke a room with birds like we were doing before. We landed in spikes, that's bad. We can pray to the spiritual shrine and we'll get Hermes boots. So spike traps won't be triggered. Well, that's nice. Also, yeah. And we found Herodotus's boss door. Isn't that something? Isn't that funny? And we got back a lot of mana. Oh, damn it. This is not a room that I wanted to be knocked out of. You know, the funny thing is... Oh, I thought that Hermes sandals made it so we didn't trigger the spike traps. I probably knew, too, because I did look up what the powers did, and we're dead. I got cocky. We probably could have killed Herodotus. Maybe, I don't know, actually. Jesus. See, you can see the very tip of Ponce de Leon's fire down there in the bottom middle left. That's how many enemies we killed. This Lich King was truly king. But that's the end of his life. And so that's the end of this episode. This one life that did so much. Killed the boss, cleared the Maya, killed so many enemies, and I think he redeemed all the Liches I've played as so far. So yeah. Really hope you liked this episode and all the progress we made and all the things we did in today's episode. And if you want to see more as we delve back into the land of darkness for New Game Plus, then I just hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!